What do you call justice when the judge says life and your wife smiles? That's what it felt like the morning the judge said the words, life without parole. No hesitation, no doubt, not even a pause to breathe. Guilty, just like that. I didn't flinch. Truth is, I'd already died the night they cuffed me in my own living room. The gavel was just the dirt hitting the coffin. But the real death blow came a second later. Megan, my wife of 15 years, sliding her fingers into the hand of Police Chief Randall Price. Not by accident, not to comfort him. No. Their hands fit like they'd practiced in the dark. She looked at me with eyes that used to say, I love you, and mouthed something only I could read, hope you rot. The whole courtroom warped. I heard laughter where there was none. A sick theater where everyone knew the plot except me. Then a touch, barely a brush, against my cuffed wrist. Ethan, my son, 13 years old and standing like a soldier, too steady, too controlled. He slipped something into my palm before the guard pushed him back. A folded note. That night, on the hard bed that smelled like disinfectant and old sweat, I opened it. His handwriting, tight and fast. Trust me, Dad. 10 days. 10 days. I whispered it until it became a pulse under my skin. Prison time moves differently. No clocks, but you feel every second drag its nails down your spine. The lights buzzed overhead, meals clattered through slots, doors slammed just to remind you you're nothing but a body behind steel. But 10 days, that gave me something to hold. Something alive. Every night I replayed the arrest, the boxes of evidence, the bank records I'd never touched, the gun with my prints that weren't my prints, every piece too perfect. Whoever framed me knew procedure inside out. Price, it had his stink all over it. And Megan, she didn't just cheat on me. She transitioned into the life she wanted long before mine ended. She didn't leave me, she erased me. On the 5th day, a guard tossed a newspaper into my cell. From your attorney. Inside, hidden between pages, was Ethan's drawing. Our house, windows dark. In the corner, a tall shape, Price drawn larger than everyone else. Megan stood beside him, tiny and cold. At the bottom, almost ready. Almost ready for what? Day 7. Another message inside a magazine. DNA doesn't lie. A chill ran down my spine. Ethan had found something he wasn't supposed to see. Maybe texts, maybe a lab result, maybe something Price left on his phone when he was too comfortable in my house. My kid wasn't guessing. He knew. Day 9. Final note. Courtroom. Tomorrow. No details. Just certainty. Like he already understood how the world worked better than any adult in that room. The next morning, 2 guards came for me. Review hearing, one muttered. No eye contact, no explanation. The courtroom was nearly empty. Just the judge, Megan, and Price, standing close enough you could smell their shared guilt. Then the door opened. Ethan walked in. Back straight, jaw tight. A folder clutched to his chest like it weighed 100 pounds. He didn't look at Megan, didn't look at Price. He walked straight to the judge. Your Honor, I have evidence. The room froze. He placed the folder on the bench and stepped back. Inside everything he'd hidden from them. Everything he'd taken to my attorney behind their backs. Phone logs. Deleted messages. Screenshots of Megan and Price planning timelines. A recovered text where Price literally wrote, make sure the receipts match the raid. And the DNA test, the one my attorney rushed through the moment Ethan brought him the flash drive he'd found in Megan's locked drawer. It proved what Price feared most. My son wasn't his. But the affair was real. And so was the evidence fabrication. They'd built the perfect frame job, except they hadn't accounted for a 3-year-old watching from the shadows. The judge's expression shifted, page by page. Confusion, then anger, then something colder recognition of corruption. These documents show coordinated evidence tampering by Chief Price, along with falsified statements signed by Mrs. Harper. Megan's face collapsed. All her confidence cracked at once. Price grabbed her arm, whispering something sharp and desperate. Bailiffs closed in fast, the judge signaled without hesitation. They'd tried to bury the wrong man. Megan reached toward me, crying like she'd just realized monsters eat their own. I leaned forward, calm as stone. You didn't just betray me. You taught our son what betrayal looks like. You taught our son what betrayal looks like. They dragged her out. Price fought harder, but fear makes even powerful men small. That night, my cell felt different. Not freedom, but the direction of freedom. A door cracked somewhere up the chain. My case reopened. Their crimes exposed. And Ethan, my boy, he'd carried the truth like a blade no one saw coming. 10 days. That's all he needed to pull me out of the grave they dug. I wasn't free yet, but I wasn't finished. Megan's face collapsed. All her confidence cracked at once. Price grabbed her arm, whispering something sharp and desperate. Bailiffs closed in fast, the judge signaled without hesitation. They'd tried to bury the wrong man. Megan reached toward me, crying like she'd just realized monsters eat their own. I leaned forward, calm as stone. You didn't just betray me, you taught our son what betrayal looks like. They dragged her out. Price fought harder, but fear makes even powerful men small. That night, my cell felt different. Not freedom, but the direction of freedom. A door cracked somewhere up the chain. My case reopened, their crimes exposed. And Ethan, my boy, he'd carried the truth like a blade no one saw coming. 10 days. That's all he needed to pull me out of the grave they dug. I wasn't free yet, but I wasn't finished.